So we should, yeah. Now, I said today we'll be talking about vibe coding. I'll be showing us practical how to build a website or a mobile app if time permits. We'll get to the mobile app session. If time does not permit, we'll just stick with website. But I would, as much as possible, be fast so that I can show us the mobile app. I know few of us or many people or what we see around most time is the website, vibe coding of the website. We hardly see vibe coding of a mobile app. And I know some of us will be having some thoughts at the back of our mind, will this work, this and that. So during the conversation, I'm going to share one of the projects that we did. I'm going to share it with us, and I'll explain how it was done actually, or maybe more than one, because we also have someone on the call. I guess is not around, but we also have someone. I have someone that has also worked on the project that I've seen, and it was very good. So I started with saying we would be using, for people that do not have any prior knowledge of tech, you are not a techie, you could use any of these three tools: Lovable AI, Base 44, or Replit. Lovable AI, Base 44, or Replit. I'll drop the names of the tool again on our WhatsApp group when we are done. So those three are the ones that I'm going to advise that if you are not a techie, you do not have any previous knowledge on software development, you could just stick with these three tools. Now, for those of us that have prior knowledge of software engineering and we want to be able to control more of the process and the output and what we do, I will be giving us two particular tools out of a lot of tools that I've tested that works, to the best of my knowledge, very well. So the first one, so the three tools that I mentioned earlier, for those of us that are just coming, is Lovable AI, while the second is Base 44 AI, and the third is Replit. So I've sent it again in the chat, but in the chat box, you could just look at them. Now, the second tool, which is for people which is preferable, or which I'm suggesting for people that already have prior knowledge of software development. The first one is Google AI Studio. So if you've used Google AI Studio before, can you give me a thumbs up? If you've used Google AI Studio before, wow, I like this. Good luck. Yeah, good luck, Timothy. I like this. And the second one is Open Code. So if you've used Open Code before, kindly give me a thumbs up. So I'm expecting good luck to give me a thumbs up again. Yeah. If you've used Open Code, kindly give me a thumbs up. Okay, so we'll see what it looks like and how these things are being used. So we'll quickly go into practical. No time for too much talk. We just want to go into our practical. So kindly confirm with any of your preferable emoji once you can see my screen. Yeah, so I believe you should be able to see. Can we all see my screen? Yeah, thank you. I love the feedback. I like the energy this night. So we'll start from Lovable. AI. So I'll show us. So this is a project I did for a particular organization. This is the project. And this project was built completely from start to end with Lovable AI. It's a complete website, complete website, complete website. The website has been hosted and is working. Yeah, so this is what we have. I'll show us how to build something like this and even something more beautiful. Yeah, so once you type Lovable on your browser, you can use any of the browsers. It is going to give you the link to, you are going to click on the link to open an account. So open an account with your Gmail, and after opening the account, you are going to see this particular dashboard. So when you see this particular dashboard, now before we move to the dashboard, I have to explain something. These tools that I'm giving us, especially the first three, Lovable AI, Base 44, and Replit, they have limitations per day. So they have a number of tokens that you could exhaust. And once you've finished exhausting those tokens for the day, you wait for it for 24 hours and the token will be renewed. Then you continue from where you stop if you are using the free version. However, if you are using the paid version, you have access to larger amount of tokens, of which I've tried both. I've tried both the free and the paid, and I can tell you the paid is better, very much better than the free. So you need to note that. The reason why I'm saying this is so that you could concise your prompt into one prompt, so that you can achieve so many things with your token for the day before it gets exhausted, and then you go to, maybe you wait for the next 24 hours. So is there anybody, this is what I plan to do, is there anybody on the call that has a business that you want to create a website for? Kindly unmute yourself and pitch your website, pitch your business, so we can create a website for it quickly. We should not take time on that. Anybody? I remember one of the trainings I did, I think that should be October. Yeah, that's October last year. I had students like this, and someone pitched his crypto business, and we actually created a website for the person, and the person took the website, and that was what saved the time in thinking about starting to create a website afresh, and the person used the website, and it was actually totally for free. Actually, the person sent a token at the end of the day, but it was not demanded for, because it was just for training purpose. So is there anybody? If there is nobody, we just think about.
Yeah, I actually, okay, yes, I do have, so it's not basically like a business, but it's like a ministry.
Okay.
All right, so the name of it is Unisport, PUNIE, then
PUNIE
SPOT.
SPOT.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, UNIE SPOT.
Okay.
So the inspiration is gotten from the person of Eunice, who happens to be Timothy's mother. Like we know the popular Bible verse where Paul was saying that this spirit of God that is in you, Timothy, was first in your grandmother Louise, and then now found in you. So what the ministry is basically about is like a spot where you can get edifying content from spiritual books to relationship books to sharing of life experiences on relationship and other areas of life. I also share inspirations, insights from the Bible, from my personal devotions. I do have a YouTube channel for it, but I do not have a website for it. I also write. So before now, I post my articles on the radio stations I worked for, but I'm not with them again. So I would love a website where I can post my articles and my
That's
interview
good.
with married people.
Okay, that's good. So I'll ask some basic questions, and then we'll just move on with the website quickly. What's the mission of the, what's the mission statement of the of the organization?
Mm.
You
Okay,
don't
the
have one.
mission is to create a space. I have not thought of one,
Okay.
but the vision has always been to just create a space where people can come to get edifying content and learn
Is that
from
the
the
mission?
experiences of others.
Is that the mission or the
The
vision?
vision is to have a space. The vision
Okay.
is to have a
Yes, to
space
have a
where
space.
people can, yeah, where people can get edifying content, and learn from other people's experience.
Okay, that's cool. What's the brand color of the organization?
Sorry, what
Can
did
you
you
hear me?
say?
What is the brand color? Brand color. What is the color?
Okay, the brand
Brand
color
color.
is
Yeah.
gold and I've not thought about it before,
Okay.
but I love a
It's
touch of gold and white.
gold and white.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any color aside from white? White is a basic color, so every kind of website will most likely have white.
Okay, so we can add any other color. Okay, so we can have
Okay.
green. Sorry, green,
Green.
bottled green. Yes.
Hey, ladies are here again. What is bottle green? I just know that green is green. But don't worry, I believe the AI will understand what bottle green is. Do you have a logo?
No, I do not have a logo for now.
Okay, no problem. So let's work with what we have. So I believe we are all following. Thank you. Once you can see my screen, kindly give me an emoji. So I believe we can see my screen now. I'm back to the lovable. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I love the feedback. Yeah, so we are here and I'm just going to speak to the computer and then express myself in the tab where I can put my prompts. Hi, I want you to bring this idea to life as a beautiful website that has every form of structure put in place. I want the user interface and user experience to be seamless and as much as possible attractive. However, I want it to also be very easy to navigate. The name of the organization is Unisport. The mission, the vision is to create a space where people get edifying content and learn from other people to maximize their experiences and live a better life. The brand color is gold, white, and bottled green. Other services that we provide are sales of spiritual books, relationship books, provide and mentorship in diverse areas of life, your spiritual aspect, the physical area of life that covers career, relationship, and so much more. We also publish, we also have a space where we publish devotionals and people can come to our website to read devotionals and also drop comments and testimonies of how the devotionals has blessed their life. Also, I want you to include a pop-up Bible verse for the day that is going to compile to make up reading a Bible for a year. And finally, I want you to also embed YouTube links of videos from our YouTube channel so that our visitors can also see some of our programs that are uploaded on YouTube. Full stop. Yeah, so I have a comprehensive prompt I'm going to copy it and just keep it. Now, what I want to do is, can we all see my screen? I want us to be very attentive at this point. Now, if you see what I clicked on the build, and after clicking on the build, we can see build and we can see plan. So what I want to do is to click on plan first. Now, what the plan does is it picks your prompt. My prompt is the instruction I've given to the artificial intelligence model. It picks your prompt and it refines it and add everything that needs to be added and gives you the refined version and tell you to look at it if this is what you mean by the prompt that you just imputed. So it is a very good feature to use. I'll just click on the arrow and then it's going to send it. So it's going to send it. What's happening? What is happening? Okay, so because I'm using the free account, I cannot use the plan. However, I've used it before several times for my account that has the pro plan. I will just click on the arrow, and once I click on the arrow, we see that it is going to start working. It's going to think through the process, and then it's going to begin to bring in everything that is needed, write the codes and every other thing. It's going to do that. And after doing that, we are going to see a preview of what it looked like. Yeah, so for this place that we are in, between the starting points and this particular point, do we have any question? Do we have any question? If you have a question, kindly raise up your hand so you could speak. Do we have a question? Okay, so I believe there is no question. Now, we still have, we'll be using one more AI tool for the category of people that do not have previous knowledge of software engineering. So I will be needing any other person that has any website that they want to bring to life. Kindly unmute yourself and speak while we are waiting for Lovable AI to finish what it is doing. Do we have any other person that has a website that they want to build? Okay, so the brand name is Unisport and the reference versus, okay, we can add this. The main theme is transgenerational faith. Yeah, we can do a banking app. We can do a banking app. So just give us your details. Oh, we cannot create an effective app using this particular tool. I've tried it. It is going to create something, but then it is not that efficient. So there is another tool that is best for creating mobile apps, and we'll get there. So I think we have two now. So we'll use the mobile app for the second category, and then we'll use the global Debbie multipurpose liquid soap to create this. So while Lovable is still loading, let's quickly move to the next tool that we'll be using. The next tool will be Replit.com. I really love this tool. Out of the old tools that I've tested for building websites and creating different things, either mobile phone, either mobile apps for iOS, for Android, or websites and different other things. Because I do a bit of data visualization in data analysis, I also use Replit to create some of these things. And this tool is very amazing. Very amazing. Very amazing. So let's see how, let's see, do we have the details? So the global Debbie, you need to give us more details. What is it about? What do you intend to do? What are the things that you want to say in the website? Quickly, so that to type in the chat box, as we wait for Lovable to give us this. And also for the banking app, kindly give us more details. What do you want to be in the banking app? So as we are waiting, I'll share this. Today while I was working, I was just busy working and doing some other things. A thought came to my mind that why don't we have a banking app that is interactive? So what I mean by interactive is you could just log in to your banking app and then you could initiate the speech to text and just ask it, how much have I spent this month and what are the things I've spent money on this month? And it's going to go to your transaction history by itself, not you looking for it. And it's going to look at the data, pull out the amounts you have spent and the narration that you placed on each of the transactions that you have made. And that is going to save a lot of stress of you searching through your transaction history to check one transaction or the other. So I'm waiting for the two ideas that we have. If we do not get it, I'll just move on to build something. Yeah, so Lovable is still working. It will take a bit of time, but Lovable is still working and it's going to give us, it is going to give us the results in a bit. Okay, the banking app, an app that you can save funds and transact. Okay, transact airtime, data, etc. So let's build something along that line. So I'm just going to enable my text to speech. I want you to build me a banking app. I want it to be very interactive and I want it to be minimal design. That is the global standard for a banking app. The app should have all the features of banking applications and you should be able to interact with your transaction history by text in order to get the report. So you could ask questions like, what is the total amount I've spent this month? And then it could look at your transaction history and then give you a feedback like, this is the amount you've spent this month. You could also further ask it, what are the things I've spent money on this month? It will give you the answer that it's drawn out from your transaction history. You could also ask it questions like, with the way I'm spending money, am I going to meet up with a social amount target savings that I have at the end of the year? So a lot of all these things, I want you to make it very beautiful. Make sure the user interface and the user experience is top-notch, seamless, and easy to access. Full stop. Yeah, so we have this also building. Yes, so we have your app. We have your website. Who is the person who? We have a website ready. So if you can see the website, let's give it a thumbs up.
Yes, I can see. I can see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Calm down. You've never seen anything. You just saw your word is a lamp to my feet. Yeah, so this is the website. It has an home page about books, mentorship, devotionals, videos, contacts, and request mentorship. So let's scroll down. defined content, shared wisdom, a better life. Wow, that's cool. Our mission, our vision, all these things that are written on the website are subject to change. Like you could change them at any time again. So 6 ways we serve the community: spiritual books, relationship books, mentorship, daily devotionals, Bible in a year, video teaching. That's cool. Fresh words for ordinary day. Okay, so this is like the manual. So we have watch our program. So here we could import original YouTube links to our prompt, and it's going to embed it into the website. So another part, we have the lives that changed direction. So this is just like a testimony part. And then we have the ready to grow with a community that takes your life seriously, request mentorship. So I believe we have some things to change. Unisport. It's supposed to be Unisport, but maybe because of my accent, it picked something else, of which all those are subject to change. Now, I want us to look at the bottom left part of the screen. I was showing something earlier, so let me zoom it so we can see it. Now, we can see here it is showing 0 free credits remaining today. So that means we've exhausted our free credits for today. For us to continue, we have to wait for 24 hours. And after 24 hours, it is going to renew and give us another new token that we can use. So I will just go ahead to publish this so that I can send the link to the group. So let me try to edit the name to the original name, EUNICESPOT. I guess that's the name, am I correct? EUNICESPOT.
EUNIE space
Okay,
SPOT.
EUNI. Okay, SPOT.
Space.
Okay. Okay, space. Oh, you know, hope you know a website name cannot have a space in between.
Yeah, so it can be together.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So let's do that. Let's publish. Yeah, so let's publish and see. So I'll send the link to the chat box so we could click on it and see what it looks like on our device. Now, though there'll still be some changes that need to go into it, like making it how will I call it? There is making it fit to different screen size. So when we write codes to create a website, there is a way we can impute codes into the backend or into the writing of the code that the website automatically adjusts itself to the size of the screen that you're using to visit the website. So if you're using a mobile phone, it's going to adjust itself to look good on a mobile phone. And if you are using a tab or a computer, it's going to adjust itself to that effect. So we have a link already. So let me drop it in the chat box so we could just it's another thing to have an idea. It's something else to be able to explain it clearly. Well done, boss. I see what you did there. Oh, yeah. So the limitations that we have from people using artificial intelligence is not actually the tool. It is actually your ability to explain your idea in a way that the artificial intelligence will understand. And that is the key. That is the power of prompting. That's the power of prompting. And I can tell you for sure, there are few courses that you will find that will teach you how to prompt well. There are very few courses that you will find that will teach you how to prompt well. So this is very, very important. Very, 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 very important. So let's click on the website link. Let's see, has anybody tried it? Let's get feedback. How did it look on your device? So this is it on a mobile phone, I guess. No, this is it on a mobile phone. This is the mobile view. I think this is still cool. I think this is still cool. So you have a website. We just need to do some bit of little final retouch, and then you can just use your website. Yeah. Yeah, it responds well on mobile phone. Yeah, that's cool. So let's check the second website. So before I leave this area, any question pertaining to Lovable? Any question? Any question quickly before we go to Replit, and then we call it a day after checking out the remaining two tools. Our time is fast spent. So I'll assume there is no question. I'll assume there is no question. Thank you very much. Let's go to the next tool. Let's see the next tool. Ooh, I should share the prompts. I copied it. I don't know if it's still, wow, let me see if I can get it actually. So to get the prompts, I'll just copy. Yeah, so here is the prompt. Yeah, so please, someone should kindly help us copy the link to the website and put it on the WhatsApp community group, and also the prompts. Help us put it there. So in case you want to try, you could see the things I added to the prompts and the domain. Yeah. Can it be hacked by an outsider? Okay, I love that question. I love that question. Now, the way these tools are built, there is an inbuilt domain and hosting inside the AI tool. So the original way we build websites before the advent of these tools is to buy a domain, get your hosting, write the code, and then upload it to the hosting with your domain name, and the hosting platform has some form of responsibilities of securing your website. So now that we have these artificial intelligence tools, we have all these things built inside the AI tools. Now, two things. The first one is you could build this website on this AI tool and just copy the code and then use the traditional kind of hosting system if you are still afraid, but you really do not need to be afraid of anything. I've tried the extreme things, like I've tried extreme projects on these AI tools, and I can tell you they are they are improving every day in their security measures. They are improving every day. So sometimes I have some clients, like the website I showed us earlier that I built for an organization. They said they are not comfortable with me hosting it for them on an AI platform. So what I did was very simple. I built it on the AI platform, and then I just copied the source code and I manually uploaded on a domain and hosting. I manually link it to the domain name and then upload it on the hosting platform that they wanted. And it made a 3 weeks job, ended in around 4 days. And then they gave me some corrections that they wanted to do and some write-ups that they wanted to include. And in 1 week, we finished an X amount of projects that is supposed to cost us at least 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, so did I answer your question? Did I answer your question, Mr. Oguni Ayomide? Yes, so I believe I answered your question. So let's quickly go to the second one with which we have initiated, and that is Replit. Yeah, so we are now on Replit. So Replit is, what is Replit saying? I'm building you a premium banking app with full financial features, accounts, dashboard, transactions, transfer, and all these things. That's what I want. So use my own API. So the way Replit works is Replit initiated something that we call human in the loop. So I'll give you a definition of what human in the loop means. So human in the loop means that as the website is, as the AI is generating the website, it will be giving you some things to approve before it can continue. And the reason for that is so that the AI is not going to go far in building something that is not what you want. So in the process of you approving those things, then you could tell that, okay, this is what I want, and this is not what I want. And you can correct it that, no, I don't want you to do it like this. I want you to do it like this and do it like this. So that is one of the reasons why I really, really do love Replit. And I prefer it more than any of those three that I mentioned. I prefer it more than Lovable and even Base 44. Oh, you can't copy the prompts. Has anybody been able to copy the prompts? So maybe I just do it from my end here. Yeah, so I'm about to do that from my end. Yeah, so the prompt has been sent to the group. You could just take your time to look at the prompt and try to see if you can understand what I did. Yeah, so let me pick the prompt for the Replit also. So Replit is building our prompts. Yeah, Replit is building our project. So it's telling us Replit agent is building. Now, in the process of the building, do we have any question? I've copied it. I've copied it. Do you have any question? How is your website? Are you happy about what you see?
Yes, I am. I'm actually going over it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so probably after the classes, we could meet to now use artificial intelligence to build a logo for the website, make every necessary adjustment in terms of write-up, and then include your, what's it called, your YouTube channel link. And then from there, you have a website. You could just enjoy yourself with it. Yeah, so Replit is still building.
Yeah.
Replit is
Yeah,
still.
thank you so much.
Yeah, you are always welcome. So as Replit is building, let me quickly take us through the last one. Ooh, we still have a bit of minutes. So let me quickly take us through another tool. This is Google AI Studio. Now, if you have a bit of prior knowledge of software development, I would advise that you move on from these three apps that I've mentioned before to these two that we are about to check out. So I'll work with Google AI Studio first, and then we'll see if we can quickly work on open code. So out of these two, I strongly prefer the two. I can't say this is the best because the two of them have different advantages. So once you can see my screen for open code, kindly give me an emoji. Once you can see my screen for open code, kindly give me an emoji. Yeah, so I believe we can all see my screen now for open code. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah, so the same thing, I said open code, sorry, Google AI Studio. The same thing, just go to your browser, type Google AI Studio, click on search, open an account with your email, and then it's going to bring you to this particular page where you can just describe whatever it is that you want, and the AI is going to give it to you. So any idea that anybody wants us to work on quickly, just the name of the idea, I will generate a prompt by myself. So we don't have much time. Any idea? Any idea? Let's repeat the banking app here also and compare. Okay. So we have a suggestion. Let's repeat the banking app here and compare. So is this the banking prompt? No, this is not the banking prompt. Let me pick it. Let me pick the banking prompts. Yeah, so the banking prompt is okay, somewhere here. I found it. I found it. Yeah, so just a minute. Yes, so let's just paste our banking prompt here and then choose mobile, build an Android app. Now, one of the reasons why I like this for building an Android app and a mobile app is there is a way Google has synced in building a mobile app to launching it. So you could build this app completely with Google AI Studio and transfer it to your Android app, Android phone, and install it, and you can start using it. So if you have ideas of things that you wish to build, maybe a time tracker, maybe a diary, maybe a journal that you want to customize to be for yourself, this is where you can do that. So I will just click on build. So after clicking on build, we'll wait for you to build whatever it is that is building, and then we are going to see beautiful results. So this is also going to take a bit of time, and then finally I will just open the open code and then show us what open code looks like. Can we use the AI tool to create video animation? Yes, you can use these AI tools to create animations. However, I would not suggest that you use these particular tools for creating animation. If you use it, it will give you a result. But then yesterday I explained something, matching the right tool to the right task. So if you want to create video animation, there are some AI tools that their best strength, or let me say, they are prepared basically for creating videos. So those tools will be best to create video animations. So any kind of video animations. If you use some of these tools, it will give you a kind of result. However, it might not be as good as tools that are designed specifically for that purpose. So I believe I answered your question. So this is what Google AI Studio is giving to us. Now, Google AI Studio is telling us to choose between all this kind of design UX. So what we call UX is, what we call UI is user interface, how the design looks on the screen, user interface. That is what we call UI. So the first one is bold typography. The next one, what I'm clicking on is by the right part of my screen. The next one is clean minimalism. So this is another style. The next one is bento grid. And the next one is sleek interface, while the last one is elegant dark. So I think I prefer the sleek interface. I think I prefer the sleek interface. So let's go with the sleek interface. So what you need to do is to come to the top side of your screen and click select design. So what you mean by that is you are telling Google AI Studio to use that particular design. $12,480. Yeah, you are not the only one saying it. Yeah, that's your account. That's your account balance. That's your account balance. Okay, so let's do it like this. Can you help me with the AI tools, sir? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, please send this particular question to the WhatsApp group, the WhatsApp community group. So ask this question in details that you want AI tools that works for so things, so video. So I'm going to highlight it after the class or maybe tomorrow, and then I'm going to give you a list of tools that I've tested that I use to create AI videos. And if anybody also have what they would like to create, so in terms of maybe you want to create, maybe your own is not a video, just write what you want to create, and then I'm going to give you tools that I've used, or maybe that I've heard of that my friends or colleagues have used for that particular purpose. One of the ways to get better results with artificial intelligence, two ways actually. It is just two basic ways to get the best results in when using artificial intelligence. The first is you need to be able to give it a prompt that explains your intention, your thought expressly, that the AI can understand. That's the first thing. The second thing, or maybe let me say the first thing, the prompt is the second thing. The first thing is to know which tool to use for which particular task, which tools to use for which particular task.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, thank you, sir. That is one of the questions I actually have in mind towards the end of this, in the end of this course. So I don't know, lest I forget, maybe in the WhatsApp, platform, you can just drop the tool, the particular tools that should be used for a particular one from the one of yesterday's also.
Okay. Okay.
So because I'm kind of mixing them up.
No problem. No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome, sir. So our Replit is still working. Let me show us what is happening in Replit. Our Replit is still working. So Replit tends to take more time, but it gives you, I believe, or let me say, it gives you one of the best results so far from my observation. Replit is just so powerful. It is just so powerful. Okay, I see your message, both for graphics. Okay, both for graphics. Please, as we are speaking, so that you will not forget, kindly go to you could minimize, go to the WhatsApp platform, and then drop the things you want to do. Like, I want you to give me or recommend tools for graphic design. I want you to recommend tools for video animation production, for website design, anything you want to do. So I can just go back to it later and then give it the result. So I see your question. You're asking if Replit is more powerful than Google AI Studio. So at the start of the class, I divided the tools into two parts. I categorized Lovable AI, Base 44 AI, and Replit AI. And in that category, Replit is the best. So for the second category, I categorized Open Code and Google AI Studio. And I said, for this category, I can't really tell you which is the best, because from my often usage of both tools, I see that both has different strengths. They have different strengths. So that's my answer. So we are saying some things with Replit. Let's see what is Replit saying. Okay, now let me write all the API. Okay, so it's still working. Replit is still working. And my Google Studio, Google AI Studio 2 is also working. So we have a few more minutes. Is there any question so far? Any question? Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Before we go, I would like to share something with us. Two things actually with us. So I'll share two things with us. Yeah, so the first one will be this. Yeah. So our Replit is still working. Our Replit is still working. Very much, the Replit is still very much active. Yeah, so quickly before it's completes its work, let me share this with us so that we will not have to take time to do that again. I believe we can see my screen. Kindly give me, your screen has disappeared. Can we see the screen now? Can we see my screen now? Can we see my screen? Kindly give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, so now the organization that is powering this is called AI Accelerators. AI Accelerators Africa. So if you are on the WhatsApp community, that's also the name of the community. And what we do in the organization is training and consulting. That's one aspect. And then the second aspect is development. So for the training and consulting, we train business teams, profit, non-profit, religious organization on AI ethics, AI software and website development, AI graphic design and branding, AI for content creation. We also train AI automation. We teach them how to build these things, how to use AI tools to build automation, to do content creation. We also train on responsible AI use, because there are some things that you should not do on artificial intelligence. Basically, for now, there are some things that you should not do with AI. There are some kind of informations or data that you should not send to the free version of artificial intelligence, basically. So the second part of our service is development. So sometimes we meet with some organization and they tell us they're not interested in us training them or training their team. What they want us to do is come to the organization, consult, look at their processes and build what they need. They don't really need us to train all the staff. So we also build websites, we build softwares for mobile phone, computers, website, and a lot of that. We also build AI automation systems that help you reduce the time that you spend on particular tasks. And if it is for a business, it is going to increase your profit margin. That's our promise. Whatever we are building for you as AI automation system is going to do two things: reduce the time you spend and the number of people you spend on that process, or the number of people you use on that process. And the second thing is going to increase your profit margin. So the next thing is we build content development strategies for personal people, for influencers, for different social media platforms. And we also do AI and graphics designs and brandings for firms and also for individuals. So if you want to get more information, you want to make inquiries, you want to learn something, you want us to, we also organize free trainings for communities. So what I mean by community is maybe you are I don't know, maybe you are in a community where you have a leadership position and you want that community to learn about artificial intelligence, any part of it, or you want us to do this same training that we have been doing for the past 3 days for your community. It is going to be for free. You can reach out to me personally on my WhatsApp line, and then we'll look at how to schedule the time that is going to be convenient for both parties. So thank you very much for listening. Now, to conclude that part, I want you to do me a favor if you've actually learned something. And the favor is, I have my personal YouTube channel where I upload AI related trainings, how to create images, stunning images with artificial intelligence and a lot of that. So if you've not subscribed, kindly do well to click on the subscribe button, like 1 or 2 videos. It is going to help the algorithm to push my content up better. Thank you very much. If you've done that, just type done. If you've done that, just type done so I can see you. And the second YouTube channel is for the organization sponsoring that, of which I'm the lead AI instructor for the organization, coincidentally. Yeah, so thank you very much. I can see you're done. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, so let's check on what we are doing. Let's check on what we are doing. Wow. So we have a challenge here. Let me share my screen so that we can see it. I believe I explained something at the start. So if you can see my screen, kindly give me a thumbs up. So now we can see that Replit is telling us that we should upgrade to continue building. So what actually happened is the token that we are supposed to use for today has been exhausted. And the reason is this, I'm going to tell you this trick. When I prompt for a website, I make sure that the prompt is complex. And that is one of the reasons why it was in the process of figuring out what it is going to build for us. It exhausted the daily plan. Yeah, so we have to wait till tomorrow, unfortunately. That's like in 2 hours or less than 2 hours. So let's see what we have with our Google AI Studio. Google AI Studio. So I'll be sharing my screen to the Google AI Studio. Yeah, Google AI Studio. I wish I knew I would have just used my Pro account for this training, but then I would not want to use. Okay, so who suggested the mobile app? Yeah, so we have a mobile app. We click on card, we click on insights. You see that the things are clicking. We click on targets, we click on AI. AI, what is this? Okay, AI advisor. Yeah. So can we see it? Please give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. So I think I should make it, let me see if I can make it bigger so we can all see it clearly. Yeah, so this is what we have. This is what we have. This is what we have. If we click, we'll see that we can see the things, the icons are clicking. If I click on pay, it is going to give me a kind of it's going to make an action where I can basically type whatever it is that I want to type there. So this is one tool that I'm always very confident in when working on a mobile app. So aside from it, I also use my open code for the mobile app. So let me try as much as possible to publish this and just share the link so we can see it. So one thing that we need to understand for the publishing is you cannot directly publish to Google Play Store from Google AI Studio. So there is still a process of linking that Google is still doing. So if you look at it, you are going to see publishing to Play Store is coming soon. So what we do basically is we tell the AI to give us the mobile app, just like as if you want to download a mobile app. The normal way we do before Google Play Store became popular, we can download the app, the maybe raw version, and then we install it manually on our mobile phone. So I've tried that on 2 occasions and it worked. I've tried that on 2 occasions and it worked. So here is our mobile app, and the tool we used is Google AI Studio. So I believe this is a good place to stop for tonight, and this would be the end of the 3 days training. So I still have some few minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Share the link. I'll do that. I'll look for a way to share the link. I'll put it on our what's it called? I'll put it on our okay, so let me put it here first, but I'll put it on our WhatsApp community. So that's the link. That's the link. So most likely it is going to tell you to register for Google AI Studio. So this is the link again on our WhatsApp platform. Sir, can it be updated if you want to add new features? Yes, you can. So let me share my screen again. Yes, I forgot to say something. Now, if you remember, before we started, I said that in the aspect of these 2 tools, I can't say Google AI Studio is better than Open Code. So if you want to adjust anything, you just come to this part and then type whatever it is that you want you to add, and then it's going to add it. It's very simple. So once you look at it, anything you see that you don't like or that you want it to adjust, you just come to the bottom left part of your screen, and then where we can see make changes. So let me zoom in so we can see. So make changes, add new features. And another thing is it is going to suggest some things that you could add. So you can see it is saying we should create a dashboard layout. It is saying we should add savings goal logic. It is saying you should add loading states. So all these things are just the AI trying to assist you that, okay, these are the things that are suitable to add to a banking app. So I believe I answered your question. Yeah, for those of us that are asking about graphics design, make sure you are on the WhatsApp community group. After the class, I'll take some time to create the recordings of the 3-day session, and then I'm going to share it with us. But before I share it with us, we are going to feel, I want us to feel, so you can save, yes, you can save any projects on the Google Studio for updating and correction. Yes, you can do that on all the tools. You can do that on all the tools. So I'm going to share us a feedback form. I'm going to send a mail to us, and the mail is going to contain a feedback form. And once you fill the feedback form, I'm going to send you. So from the feedback form, I will get to know where you want the recordings to be sent to you, or I'll grant you access to the recordings. I'll grant you access to the recordings. Yeah, so please kindly do well. You'll see my mail before the end of tomorrow. And once you fill the feedback form, I'll share the recordings to the 3-day sessions with you. So any other question before we call it a day? Any other question before we call it a day? Yeah, so as we are waiting for questions, I would want us to type your name, where you are joining from, if you have not done it earlier, and what you have learned today. What you have learned today. That's very much important to me. It's not just about me training us. It is that you learn something and you apply what you learn. That's it. It's not really about what you learn. It is what you can do with the knowledge that you now have. And I'm using this to wait for those that are typing. I know we all have learned something. So let's type in the chat box your name, what you do, and what you've learned, where you're joining from. So one of the things that I tell people when I train them is this. Before the advent of using AI to build businesses, the challenge as the excuses we get from people, I've gotten those excuses from a lot of people. Yes, I have an idea, but I can't build a website. I don't have money to build the website. The amount that the developer is calling for me is too much, and this and that. A lot of excuses. Now, we have AI tools that could build those websites, that could create the logo, that can create a design for you, that can create of virtually every part of the business. But we still have a lot of people that are still not executing. And I already knew that the problem is not that they don't really have money, even though some don't really have the money. But the problem is they see the challenges in front of them as a limitation to take action. So when I meet people, somebody that I really am interested in, to make sure that the person gets this done. When the person tells me I don't have money, the next question I ask the person is, look for someone that has money but does not have the idea. Sell your idea to the person and be a co-founder. One of the reasons why many people will not start that business is because they want to own the business alone. And one thing that I always tell people when I see that mentality is 10% of a cow is better than 100% of a chicken. Let me say it again. Owning 10% of a full cow is still bigger than having 100% of a chicken, a fowl, a bird. So don't try to execute the idea on your own. Forget, it is going to be $1 billion idea. Even if you don't believe it, look for people to collaborate with to build that idea. From the inception, let them know that, okay, this is my idea, but I want us to do it together, and sell it to them. Let them believe in the dream, and don't just sell it to them. From the inception, start telling them about the fact that we are co-owners. It is not just my idea. It is now our idea. So we have two people. Omawumi from Lagos got introduced to AI tools for website building for the first time and how to build one tonight. That's cool. That's cool. So we have Oguni Ayomide from Abeokuta. I learned how to use AI tools to create websites and mobile applications. That's cool. We have Oguni Ademide T. joining from Ojo, Lagos, Nigeria. That's good. Very detailed. I'm a graphics designer. That's cool. Got to know how I can use Google Studio and other AI tools to create a website and a mobile application. That's very, very lovely. I love that. I love that. So two more, and then we are done. Two more, and then we are done. Does anybody have any question again? Do we have any other question? Do we have any other question? Do we have any other question? Do you have any other question? So if there is no question, can we call it a day? Thank you very much for joining us for the 3 days AI Power Up Summit. Watch out for, okay, we have Victoria Adewumi from Ibadan, Oyo State. I learned how to use AI tools to create and build websites. Interesting. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So watch out for mails from us. We are really working on something huge, something huge. So for those of us that are already in the community, that we have access to your email, even if you do not remember, we are going to remind you by sending you a mail. We are going to remind you by sending you a mail. Thank you very much for joining. See you in the August edition, AI Power Up Summit, August edition. And it is going to be very interesting. Who knows? Maybe we are going to be working on AI for video generation, or AI to build automation systems for your businesses, or AI to build different things, AI to a lot of things, but let me keep you in suspense. So by AI Power Up Summit August edition, we'll be taking the 3 days to really learn something different from what we have learned. So keep your fingers crossed, expect our mail. Thank you very much for joining us for this edition. Thank you very, very much. See you by August. And sometimes you get a mail from us. You might have a crash course on something new that is trending that we do not want you to miss. If it comes before August, we'll send you a mail, and then it will be for just the inner circle, those that are in the community. Another thing is, you could share the link to the community to your friends. Please share to as many people that you know that are interested in learning about using artificial intelligence tools and implementing. That is our goal, not just for you to learn, but to implement what you have learned. Thank you very much. See you. Bye. Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.